Are you gonna say something or what? Yes!
Oh! Hello everyone! I am the lubricated butter demon from hell. Welcome to the Shloink. What camera am I supposed to be looking at? Ah, hello. Hi. Peace among worlds. Welcome to the Shloinkening.
You gotta talk about it.
Shut up. Welcome to the Shloinkening. This is when us demons from hell kidnap lowly gamers. And we make them stream with us for ungodly amounts of time. For no reason. Ah. Isn't he great? Look at it. Isn't he beautiful?
Please help me.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wow, that other camera's way nicer.
Is it the other one?
Yeah.
I thought
do
they're
the other
both-
one. That's so much nicer.
They both look like the same quality. If
No,
anything,
they
this
don't.
is
The other
dimmer.
one's way brighter.
No.
This one's better light balanced.
I'll cut between the both of them. Why not?
Okay.
Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to the Shloink Show, being shot live at the Shloinkening,
At the
the Shloinkening event.
The only show where we Shloinkening and Shloink live.
Yes. My name's Taylor. This is Hiram. This is Ryan.
Hi.
And today's topic
What is today's topic? Do tell me.
we're going to just talk about our personal horror stories.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Now
Such
hold
a
on. Now
great
hold
idea.
on.
Where
Hold
did you
on.
get
I know
that?
that there's some you don't want to talk about. You don't need to talk about that. I'm not trying to fish for it, but there
You're
are
fishing for it.
some. No, I'm not.
You're not trying to.
You don't
are.
have to.
It's very direct.
Okay, so
Hiram, tell us about your trauma.
or I don't know. We can just talk about things that just creep us out, just in general. Like it doesn't need to be anything.
Old
specific.
people, when you're working customer service, scare me.
It can just. Wait, what?
Like one thing that like gave me dread when I was working cell phone sales and customer service was when someone over the age of 50 came into the store. It stressed me out.
Can you turn the camera? Can you like point the camera down just a little bit? Yeah. What stresses you out about that?
Do you know what they do? They'll go like, Ryan, I'm gonna use my phone and not
Perfect.
yours because I'm not mean like that. They'll go like, it's broken.
It's perfect right there. Hey, it's perfect.
They're listening
now you
so
gotta
well.
you gotta dip it down.
See
just a
how
little
much
more.
my opinion is
A little more?
appreciated
Yeah,
here.
like a little smidge.
See you soon, Kyle.
Good.
Godspeed,
Good.
soldier. I don't know which camera to look at.
I'm holding it when you say good.
Oh.
And when I let go, it's like, oh no, not.
Oh, if you move the back of it, it'll pry itself.
That's what I'm doing. It keeps going up.
Oh.
Is that good?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
pretty cool.
this is what old people do at cell phone stores.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me. Hit me with it.
It's broken. What camera do I look at?
That one.
No, you go like
Well,
this.
it doesn't matter. I can just switch. I'll just switch.
Okay. I need to stare at it for a dramatic effect. They'll go, it's broken. And then you're sitting there as a customer service guy like, okay, can you fix it? Can you tell me what's wrong with it? You're supposed to know. And it's the most annoying thing because it's like, if you go into the doctor, you need to tell them what's wrong, right?
Yeah.
If you're going
Right.
to like get your car fixed, you tell them what's wrong. They expect you to see a phone with a blank screen and know what to do. And it's like, there could be so many things wrong with the phone at any given moment. So that is one of my personal things that scares me really bad is old people in cell phone stores. Because I get anxiety when I see them.
Specifically, old people.
If you
in
are
cell phone
above
stores. He
the
goes
age
into a
of 50.
Verizon or US
No,
store,
yeah.
sees an old person, he's like, "Oh my god, no!"
No, like yesterday I was walking around the mall. There was an old guy who just walked into a cell phone store, and I could feel anxiety from just seeing that because I know exactly what that guy's about to go through.
Well, see, and the other thing is too is that like they don't really understand how like phones.
There we go.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. I wanted to see more of it. I want to see the
Oh
whole.
no, because like a lot of these older people don't really know how the phones even work.
Yeah.
and they say some shit like just like make the internet work, and then it's just
I
like,
had a customer once have me log in to all of his social media after he logged himself out by accident, and then pair his phone to his car. And the only reason I did it is he tipped me like $60.
That's so
Because I spent
odd.
like 2 hours trying to help this guy recover all of his passwords.
You know what the fucked up part is? You can tell that he doesn't have a good relationship with his grandkids.
Yeah.
Because he went to a cell phone place.
He ended
and
up
had to
getting
get it
kicked out of that store because he said a lot of really messed up stuff to one of our gay coworkers.
worked. Exactly.
See,
what
here's
I
the thing.
thought.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's like something like connecting to Bluetooth in your car. It's like that is designed specifically to be super simple. So it's like even for an old person, it's just like, yo, dude, there's only like 2 steps to this. So it's like, why is it complicated?
You'd be surprised that there's a lot of even vehicles. There's a lot of new vehicles that's not seamless. Like my dad's Camry. It's a 2019 Camry. It's not old. It's pretty nice. When you connect to it, you can't. If the car's in drive, you cannot connect to it. I didn't know that for like the first 2 years that he had the car. So while he would be driving, I'd be trying to connect to my phone, and it would not connect. But the thing is that it doesn't tell you that you cannot get connected while you're driving. You have to do it while parked. I didn't know that. So the entire time for a year and a half, I just keep trying to connect to his fucking car, and it wouldn't work. It's like you would think that if you don't have a display that says you cannot connect Bluetooth devices while car is in drive, you're gonna sit there while you drive trying to connect your phone.
What's weird?
So that's more dangerous than just having it say, "Oh, you
Yeah.
can't." It's a safety feature, so you don't do it while you're driving. It's like, well, I didn't know that, and now I'm in a car crash with 3 other people, and one of them's dead because I couldn't connect my fucking phone while I was on the
Sounds about
highway.
right. Infotainment centers now, though, in cars, that's what they're called. Infotainment centers. Like that screen in a car, it's called an infotainment center.
Oh, it has its.
That's a
own name.
cop out.
That's
That's just
No.
what it's called.
Yeah, but they're calling it that because they can't call it a tablet because then it's like
they're
you're on a
literally,
tablet.
most of them are powered by Android.
Yeah.
They're actually just tablets that you can't do anything with.
and
Yeah.
Android is everywhere.
Yeah, but they're literally just Android tablets.
Dude, have you guys seen the
Toes?
the Galaxy
S25.
S25 Ultra?
I have. It makes me so.
So that is their newest
hard.
phone that's coming
Yeah.
out in January,
I haven't seen
and
it.
it is probably the
It's beefy.
most like intelligent, well
Of course
manufactured
okay,
phone
sorry,
I've ever
There's
seen.
slander going on in the chat, and I will not stand for it. Of course, I know what they're called. I used to sell cars, and it was my job to know.
Was that slander? I
Yes.
think that was just a statement.
She was calling me autistic indirectly.
Well, you are.
Shut
you
up.
You slander me all the time.
Are you autistic?
Yes, he is also autistic.
Do you appreciate dice as much as I do?
Okay, hold on. I haven't seen this. What's it called? Galaxy what?
S25.
S25
Samsung,
Ultra.
right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's been
Samsung.
So this
officially
is,
revealed.
this is
yet.
what an S24 Ultra looks like.
S25 is what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like
the S24.
it's like Samsung's answer to iPhone.
Samsung's been kicking the fuck out of iPhone for the last 10
Holy
years. What do you
shit,
mean?
That thing is beefy.
But I mean, like, so the thing that iPhone has, I think, over Samsung is the way it feels in your hand.
Oh, it's very like ergonomical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like in how the
Like the 24 Ultra is huge. It's so
Yeah.
hard to manage.
so like they did the same thing with S25, but they made the edges a little bit more round, so it's not as sharp in your hand. But it's like,
That's kind of it though. Like there's not a lot an iPhone does better than
Dude, that thing is
Android.
fucking
that's
big.
true. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it.
iPhones
That's
are
gonna be my next
very out of all of the cell phones or smartphones, I feel like iPhone has mastered the easy way to navigate through the home screen and navigate through the setting systems. Out of like Samsung, Android.
Stop being mean to our fucking viewers,
Dude, I want you need to stop flipping people off.
I do. It's a problem.
Get hit by a bus, flipping them off. You wish them harm.
Go fuck
These
yourself.
people are supporting us.
That's
Apologize
Alec,
to
though.
them right now.
Apologize.
And then you got Kyle, you got Satraz,
Oh, I love you,
you
Kyle.
got,
I
you
love
got
Satraz. I
Kendra, you
love
got
Kendra.
Louise.
I love Louise. Even though
All
Louise and
of
I
you
beef
guys.
a little bit, but
Thank
Louise is
you.
cool.
You know,
Thank
I want
you.
the
Thank you.
Razor. The
Razor
Razor.
phone?
Yeah, the Razor phone.
I want a
It's like
BlackBerry.
the old. I thought you were just gonna say I want a black one.
I want a black
So you know the tractor brand Cat? They make like excavators.
Oh yeah, Caterpillar.
Yeah, they make a smartphone.
D-
It's a brick with a screen.
It's probably for like work.
Yeah, it's for like construction
Yeah,
workers.
yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Um,
That's a
Although,
good.
why
That's a
have you
good.
forsaken me? Because I don't like paying child support.
Oh wait, are you
He just
saying
had-
that because Hiram flipped you off?
He just types back, you'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Can we get
Yeah.
repent in the chat?
Repent in the chat.
Yeah.
These demons from hell must repent.
Yeah. So, anyways, personal things you find creepy. All
Old
that
people.
stuff. Old
and
people's
tech
phones.
stores.
I find very exaggerated smiles unsettling. Yeah, like that. No, yours just looks stupid. Yours is kind of creepy. Like the movie Smile is like really unsettling to me. Or like on Instagram, you get those videos where it's all grainy and it looks like it's shot on like an early 2000s camcorder or whatever.
Yeah, like,
Oh, like
and it
uncanny
cuts some
doppelganger.
Yeah, the
videos.
doppelganger
There's
videos.
Doppelganger stuff, yeah.
Those
That
ones
freaks me out.
actually give me nightmares. So like that, and Smile is also really good. I haven't actually watched it, but I've been watching videos of the Smiler. So what they're calling it. That's the entity that chases the main character around throughout the whole
And
movie.
he has like 3 mouths.
Well, like at the end, he like rips off the face and it just like comes off, and then it's just a really messed up face.
That's great.
But-
That's not. I'm good.
But yeah,
I'm
that's,
okay.
That's something that's unsettling. What about you, Ryan?
Unsettling or scary
Yeah.
Something
stories?
that
What
just-
are we doing?
Both.
Something that just
Both?
creeps you out.
It doesn't matter.
Something that creeps
Creepy
me
shit.
out.
That's personal. to me.
Babies.
I can't argue with that.
That's right.
Babies weird me out. They don't creep me out, but they weird me out.
Babies are-
or like
you
babies or
so-
infants or really little kids.
How are you so small with no kneecaps?
Is
That's
it
just weird.
so okay, I have a question. Is it the baby itself creeps you out, or is it how fragile and impressionable they are?
I think it's the fragile and
That's-
impressionable.
See, because I'm like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're fragile and impressionable?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like
May I
anytime-
feel your head for a second for a soft spot. I want to squeeze it.
You were dropped as a kid, weren't you?
He was thrown at the
Fun
fucking
fact:
wall.
my dad actually dropped me
I can
and
tell.
told me years later. And I asked him what he did. He's like, I laughed. He thought it was funny. Luckily, though, so what happened was he had his bike. My dad used to ride a lot, and he would have a little seat where he would put the kids. Normally, it was just one of the kids, and this day it was me. And he always put a helmet on me, or on us. And he took a corner too hard, and he said that I didn't even try to stop. I just like accepted it and fell over and hit my head on the concrete. And he got up, got off the bike, looked at me, and I just lifted my head, looked at him, and he just started laughing. He's like, "You're a good job. You're good. You don't. That's good. That's fine. Right there. That's perfect.
That's actually really good.
That's
Kyle's
amazing.
on his way
You did
over.
way
I don't know
better.
if you guys caught that.
Hey, Kyle.
Kyle's on his way.
Over realistic dolls. What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so that's... Have you guys seen Avatar, like with the blue people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was something I thought... I was going to say I thought about it and be a total bullshitter. That's something I saw today was... You know how if there's something that looks human but is just a little off, it's really unsettling? Overly
Like an
realistic.
uncanny valley.
Yeah, like Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why the Na'vi from Avatar had a hard time accepting the avatars is because they looked unsettling, because they looked just a little off? Because they're artificially created.
But the only thing that looks a little off was just the hands, though.
It could've
And
been
the
enough.
nose.
It could have been enough.
The nose was
face
different.
was
The
weird.
Na'vi?
Yeah.
The Na'vi people? The people that are 9 feet tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
Like
nose is
the
not. It's just the
avatars,
hand.
like the humans in the avatar bodies that would go try to talk to him.
Oh, they look different?
I'm not a Na'vi.
Oh, shit. I haven't seen it in so long. You're right. They are artificial.
Yeah,
I forgot
so
about
They probably
that.
looked a little bit different, and that's why a lot of people didn't like them. Is because they were super unsettling to look at.
But it was just the hands. Because they made
had
it...
Were you a
five
Na'vi?
fingers.
Were you there?
They I watched the movie because I might as well.
No,
have
they're described as unsettling to look at by the Na'vi.
Oh.
And
'Cause
so
they
I'm
have-
like, they probably were hitting some uncanny valley shit. Because
The
the
one-
hands would weird
Probably.
me out.
The ones that the avatars had, they had 5 fingers, but
Yeah,
Na'vis
and
only had
Na'vis had
4.
Four. Yeah. And it's
Okay.
like, I've met people with less fingers. I mean, one with more. And it's just, there's kind of a shock value just to that when you're first seeing it. But it's like, if it's completely a being that's supposed to look like us, but is just off in certain details in the face and the hands, that would be weird.
I met a long... Wow, you just opened up a fucking old memory.
You're welcome.
I was... my younger brother was having swim classes down the street at our public pool, and I went to go play in the play set while my parents were watching my brother do swim classes. And while I was there was a girl who was standing like this, and I walk up to the play set, and you know how the play sets always have like one section where the slides are, and then another section where you get up through to get on top of the play section, and they have a little tiny bridge that you would cross. Well, she was standing on the bridge, and I came up and I said, "Hi, what's your name?" And she turned, and she didn't have an arm. And it freaked me out. And I was like 6 years old, and I freaked out. And I just sat there for like 20 minutes talking to her. And not once did I ask about her arm or anything. And
She didn't have an arm?
Yeah, like her left arm was missing. She was born
Did you ask
without
if you
an
could
arm.
touch the nub?
No.
That would have been like, hey, can I touch the nub?
That would be so fucked up to ask
That
someone.
is kind of weird.
Unless you're really close to someone
That's
that's
too
like,
much.
"Can I touch your nub?" I think your nub's really good.
You can touch my nub.
If someone without a left hand or right arm, they have a good right
Actually, from this angle, they probably wouldn't even know what I was just grabbing. Wait, will this show? Oh, no, that won't show either.
Enjoy.
That's awkward. Sorry.
Enjoy, big boy.
Yeah, anyways.
Okay,
Pussy queef.
but in actual... Pop that pussy for me. Alright, okay, actual scary story. You want me to tell my scary story? Alright, switch to the other camera.
Oh,
Liberals.
okay, all right.
So,
No, wait. Hold on. I got this.
Taylor's...
so
Oh, we're zooming in.
we're actually zooming in. Okay.
That actually is a really cool... That lighting is amazing. Holy fuck. Whose idea was it to put these ring lights up?
It's fucking his.
It was mine.
Oh. Alright, so this scary story took place about 10 years ago when I was 13 or 14 years old. My parents and both my brothers were out of the house, and they ended up going to... I think they went to go visit my grandmother, or they went out to eat. I didn't want to go, so I stayed home. And we had a Rottweiler that we called Savannah. And I was chilling in the TV room by myself with Savannah, you know, watching TV, not doing anything. We were laying on a couch, kind of like this, and I was sitting down, and Savannah was kind of laying across from me, or laying right next to me. Thank you. I was sitting right here, and Savannah was laying right here, and put her head across my lap, and so she was just cuddling me, and I was petting her while we were. No, hey, back over here. That's the good stuff. Yeah, thank you. I got to get my close up. So I'm relaxing, watching something, and I have the door to the TV room shut, and the TV room is separated from
Taylor, stop laughing. It's a serious
Yeah,
moment.
this is serious.
the TV room is separated from the living room by one door. While I was sitting there, right outside the TV room, we have a hardwood floor that normally you can hear people walking across it. Well, I'm sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden I heard creaking, and I looked over, just kind of listening, didn't hear anything else, didn't think much of it. And then a few minutes go by, and I hear another creak. I was like, oh, it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. The house is probably settling, no biggie. So then at some point, Savannah picks her head up from my lap, and as she did that, I heard the creak again. And I thought to myself, okay, well, it's not the house settling because Savannah just picked it up. All of a sudden, she hops off the couch, gets right next to my legs, facing the TV room door, and just starts growling. The most intense growl I've ever heard from her. Her hair was on her back, was standing up completely. And right as she started growling really viciously, I heard the doorknob connecting the TV room and the living room start to wiggle. And I was like, I didn't hear my parents get home. They must be home. And when the doorknob wiggled, Savannah started barking very aggressively. And so I get up and I start walking over towards the door. And right next to the door, we had a toy box filled with miniature hockey sticks because I grew up playing hockey, so we had hockey sticks laying around all over the place. I grabbed one of those as a weapon just because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And as I'm going closer to the door, I kind of put my hand on the door, and I hear footsteps right outside my door on the hardwood floor. And I was like, okay, someone's in the house. This is really weird. And I'm holding the door. Savannah's right next to my feet, hair standing up completely, barking. And I fucking swung that door as fast as I could, got my hockey stick, had it all ready, and Savannah immediately bolted out and then stopped. I didn't see anybody. I was looking around. I was like, okay, someone is hiding in the house. And the part that really got me was right as the door opened and Savannah stepped out to kind of brace for whatever's happening or to attack someone. She stopped, and all her hair slowly went down. Her ears kind of went from the back of her head to perked up, curious, and she started looking around confused. She's like, I heard someone, and there's nothing here. And so I walk out into the living room. I look down our hallway. I don't see anything. It's pitch black darkness. I'm kind of freaking out because there's someone could be in that hallway, and I couldn't see them. Savannah's not reacting, and I go to the window to see maybe it was the outside door, maybe someone just walked up, and right as I walked up to the picture window in front of our house, I saw my parents coming around the corner, and they just got home from where they were at. And it was one of the first time I was actually home alone by myself, and the only time I had actually been terrified that I thought I was going to be attacked while I was home.
Damn.
And then there's other times where our bike and our chair would move by itself when I was home later in life. But that's a different story. Thank you. I'm glad my terrifyingness was... Just so you guys know, these guys were very distracting. He was doing shit. Taylor was over in the kitchen listening to something.
He was dancing at certain points too. That was probably really not helpful.
It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to be distracting. I'm trying to move around because we've been sitting for so long.
We have been sitting for so long.
Yeah. Anyways, well, I guess mine would be first off, great story.
That actually is.
It's a solid story.
I could have
That's
told that a
spooky.
little bit better, but I was
I liked
distracted by some two fucks. But that's okay.
Yeah. Should I sit where you're sitting so I can get my close up?
Yeah.
Shit, where you're
I'll
sitting.
operate the camera. This is the close up spot. I'm gonna grab another Red Bull. You want one?
This is the one we described.
Stupid.
This is like
an acrobat.
we need a better system for the next time we do this. Next year will be a way better system.
Well, next time we'll have more room.
What was that?
That
You heard
didn't
that
sound
too,
good.
right?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was just like
Sounded like something important.
it sounded like something broke.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyways, okay.
I agree. Babies are cute.
All right, yeah, bring it in. Bring it in. Get it right up in there. Go on. Yeah.
Look at the camera.
Hey, how's it going? Do I look good? I hope I look good.
You look like shit.
Shut up. Okay, so my scary story. Let me take you back. You're taking away from my spotlight, bro.
Sorry.
So, let me take you back to when I was a kid, okay? I was a wee little lad, probably around 6 to 8, and I was watching a lovely movie called Signs. And for those of you guys who don't know what Signs is, that is a movie where aliens reveal themselves to the human race, and it's really creepy. So I was watching it with my dad.
A movie by M. Night Shyamalan.
By M. Night Shyamalan.
One of his first movies.
Yeah, starred Joaquin Phoenix as well. And so I was watching this movie with my dad, and it's mainly like there's a lot of ambiance. It's like supposed to be, what's the word? Like it's just more about the surrounding and stuff, and you don't really see aliens until like near the end. But a whole bunch of crazy shit starts happening to this family at their house, and there's a part in the movie where aliens start like interfering with this like baby monitor that they have, and they start using the baby monitor to listen in on like if aliens are around, the baby monitor would start freaking out and start like creepy whisper voices would come through it, and it would sound really creepy, right? And it was nighttime, so the atmosphere was even more creepy for me. And right as the part happened where you see an alien for like the first time show up, and then the baby monitor starts going crazy, like you hear a dog barking, and then all of a sudden it gets killed. And after that, I was obviously really freaked out. And it pauses for a second, and our home phone rings. And at the time, I always answered the home phone, and I was old enough to do that, and my dad wanted me to do it because I was right next to the phone. And I answer the phone, and it is the most like blood curdling roar, and it was like glitching out, and it just is what it sounded like. And I shit my pants.
Step one.
Step 1, shit pants. Step 2, tell my father there's aliens outside. And I started panicking really, really bad. And my dad started panicking because I was panicking. And he went and shut all the blinds and all this stuff, which made me freak out even more because my dad was alarmed. But he was just alarmed because I was alarmed, and it just started escalating. And it got to the point to where we finally chill out. Now both my father and me are freaked out. And as we sit down and we're finally getting ready to chill out, we just hear at the door. And then we both looked at each other and both shit our pants.
Step 5, shit again.
Yeah, and thank you. Please keep laughing your butt off. Much appreciated. And then we ran to the door. My dad was about ready to shoot somebody, and it was my stepmother at the time. And she's the one who called. She was calling to say she was on her way, and because where she was, she had bad signal. So yeah.
Is that Cora's mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was just the timing was so bad. Yeah. Anyways, that was a creepy thing that happened to me. So yeah. All right, your turn, buddy.
I don't have any scary stories.
Just say another thing that just creeps you out.
Something creeps me out. Do I get a close up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the
you get a
thumbs
close
up.
I also have another story I would like to share.
Okay.
That's a little bit.
So-
That's a little creepier and kind of emotional.
This isn't really a scary story in as much as my cousin gave me an irrational fear for...
I thought you were going to say your cousin gave you a rash.
My cousin gave me an STD. No. So I have a cousin who is one of the coolest people on the planet. His name is Michael, and he's pretty dope. However, when we were children, he liked to scare the ever-loving piss out of me. You farted? Bro farted. Let it be heard here first.
That was
Taylor
my one strike.
has committed flatulence against the schloinkening.
Flatulence.
He liked to scare me. I don't know why, but he just did. And so we would...
very hard to scare, to be fair.
This is why.
It starts somewhere.
Yeah. So we were at a 4th of July family reunion camp out, and we're just sitting kind of next to the fire, shooting the shit, having a great time. And he starts telling me stories about Chucky. Now, he had never seen Chucky in his life, not once. All of the stories he told me were Night of the Living Dummy stories from Goosebumps. But he would put twists on them so that Chucky was incredibly strong in this version that he was telling me about, very fast and immortal, which I've never actually seen in the movies to this day because of how much it scares me. And he would tell me about Chucky diving down and killing scuba divers and kids in bathroom stalls at campgrounds. And for the rest of my trip there,
That's very specific.
Yep. I did not use the bathroom stall at those campgrounds, and there were some mysterious piles of shit that appeared. And I swear I had nothing to do with them. Officially.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And why that's an issue to this day is because I still have a hard time spending time by myself. Because if I hear anything move, my brain immediately goes to, there is an immortal, incredibly fast, incredibly strong doll with a knife about to take my cheeks.
Does it help that the closet that you've been
No.
saying is just filled with toys?
It doesn't, actually.
I haven't been able to shit by myself in years.
It's like the.
No, for real. It used to be an issue. I used to not be able to use the bathroom
You
on my
shit
own.
with the door open.
It's like Little
I still do.
Soldiers, the movie.
Yep.
It's just like they all come to life
So
and start
that's
killing each other.
another thing that freaks me out is I have an irrational fear of dolls to this day, and I hate all the action figure Taylor's has because
They're not dolls. They're action figures, so that should put your mind.
virgin.
Okay, move. You've lost your close-up privileges.
Am I next?
Yeah, if you want to be next.
You want another close up? You already had one. You had part 2.
Well, this is just the horror story.
What are we doing after this?
They're horror stories.
After this, we're taking a break, and
Take
then
a
we're
few
playing
minutes.
buckshot roulette.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Get the
yeah.
fuck out of the way. Give the people
Y'all
some-
smell different when you're awake.
Give the people what they want.
What
Ryan.
the fuck did you just say?
Nothing.
All right, so this
And
story,
the underwear streaks were phenomenal. Thanks for asking.
So this story is it might.
Was that a question that was asked?
It was said when you and your dad were shitting your pants.
Ah.
This story might actually make me a little emotional. So again,
Don't be a little bitch.
years.
Don't be a little bitch.
Here. I'll make it not emotional for you. Here, hold on. I got this.
Oh.
Hey, you don't need to take off your glasses.
No, I don't. Okay.
Here, just. All right, hold on. I got this. Okay, there you
Also,
go.
So
Sorry.
when
That's your
I was
anti-emotional hat.
when I was a little boy. Okay.
Put it back on.
No, it's serious.
Okay.
I want to get emotional. I want to cry.
So years ago, again, I was home alone. This was about 4 years later after my previous story. I was in my room playing games. I think I was with... No, I wasn't with... I didn't know him yet. But I was in my room playing games with some friends online. And all of a sudden, I heard this really, really loud crash across the house. Now, my room, where my house is situated, is my room was way over here. And the TV room from the previous story was way over here. And we have a long hallway. Across the entire house, I heard something crash. And so I got up and went to go check it out. And we had a bike that was in there. And the bike somehow, even though it was leaned against the wall and it was facing the wheels, or the front wheel was facing the wall so it wouldn't roll out and roll away, it had completely fallen over and moved like 3 feet. I walked into the room, saw it on the ground, and then when I took a closer look, one of our chairs was rocking back and forth. At this point, I was home alone for probably 2 hours, and I hadn't even been in that room, so I had no idea what could have happened. But about a year, maybe a year previous to this, my great-grandmother, who I was close with, passed away. And after she passed, I had really weird feelings around my house. And after we had her funeral, my grandmother was a phenomenal artist, incredible. And at her funeral, she wanted to give away all her paintings to all her loved ones and family members. So we had like 4 or 5 paintings of hers strewn across the house. And after I noticed that the chair was rocking a little and the bike had fallen over, I went in and kind of inspected. I picked the chair up and I noticed that one of the pictures or paintings that my grandmother did, we had on the wall, had moved a little. So this whole thing was really fucking weird. I didn't think of it. I didn't even think our house was haunted. I just thought a gust of wind, maybe, even though all the windows were closed. I don't know. I was trying to be rational. And a lot of other weird stuffs and weird feelings I was having was happening across our house for 2 years after she passed away. And after that event, about 2 years later, I had a friend who came over. And it was the first time she was over. Never told her, we weren't super close at that point. Later in life, we became really close, and I didn't really tell her a whole lot about my life. And I was showing her around the house, and I was pointing at the paintings that my grandmother made, and she walked into the TV room where the bike was, and that whole thing happened, and she looked at the same painting that was crooked years prior, and she just started staring at it. And she wouldn't stop staring at it. And I looked at her and I said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a really cool painting, huh? It's my grandmother painted that." And she's like, "It's moving." I was like, "What do you mean the painting's moving? It's standing still." She said, "No. The painting was of the shore of the ocean." And she said that the water in the painting was moving like waves. And without maybe 5 or 6 seconds passing, she just turns to me and goes, "Did your great-grandmother pass away a few years ago?" And I go, "Yeah. How do you know that?" And she goes, "She's here." I'm like, "What do you mean she's here? She's been dead for almost 3 years." And she's like, "No, she's here. Like, she stays here." And I started looking around thinking she's kind of batshit crazy. And I look over, and just ever so lightly, the same fucking chair from a few years ago was moving, was rocking, like the smallest rock. And I look at her, and she looks at me, and she's like, say hi to your grandma. And I was like, my grandma's not staying here. There's no way my grandmother is living here. She's never been to this house, or she hasn't been in this house in 8 years, even when she was alive. After that incident, or that event, every time I went into that particular room, I would not sit in that chair, and I would always flip the light on immediately because I was always terrified of seeing someone sitting in that chair, even though no one should be in that room. Well, one of the days, months or a year later, I don't know exactly, but after that happened, I went into the TV room, and the way the TV room is situated is that when you walk in, you look left and you can see the whole room, but if you keep walking straight, there's a second bathroom where our washer and dryer is. And I was walking into the TV room, into the extra bathroom. And as I did that, I caught a glimpse out of the corner of my eye of someone sitting in the chair. So I stopped, and I backed up, and I looked over, and across the entire room, I could see a silhouette of someone sitting in the chair very, very faintly. And, I started shaking, I started kind of freaking out, and again, I was home alone. And I turned the light on, and no one was there. But for years after my great-grandmother passed away, there was a lot of weird stuff that happened in my house, and it wasn't like a negative energy, but it was that feeling that you're not alone. You know that you're not the only person that's in the house. And even my dog would sometimes, my old dog Savannah, would go into the TV room and start not barking, but kind of sniffing the chair. And not sniffing around the chair, but sniffing at where if someone was sitting in the chair, she would be sniffing their feet. And so every now and then I would catch my dog going in there and just sniffing the ground and sniffing along the recliner where someone's feet and legs would be. And she would hop on the couch and the chairs and the beds. Didn't matter what it was. She was welcome to go wherever the fuck she wanted to. But the one chair she would not go on was that chair, even though it was empty. And I always thought to myself, well, she probably thinks someone's sitting in it, even though no one's actually sitting in it. But in reality, I think someone was. And my grandmother, if she was in my house, she was there for about 3 or 4 years after she passed away. And then going into, I think, my senior year, it kind of, all that energy that I was feeling for years dissipated and went away. And I think, I personally believe that if my grandmother was in my house, and for whatever reason, she stayed around for a bit to make sure that we were all okay and that we were doing good, and just wanted to let us know that she was always going to be watching over us, and she was always going to be trying to take care of us and make sure that we're all right.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the chair started rocking and you were like, get the fuck out of my chair!
Grandma, go to bed! What's the move, Transformer? Shut up, Grandma! I would yell, but we have neighbors. Soon, no, though. We won't have neighbors because we won't be at this place.
Soon we'll be in an actual studio with more room.
Yeah, I'm
Oh god.
You shaking?
I'm a little.
Do you need a hug, bro?
No, I don't need a hug. I don't want to touch anybody right now if I'm getting sick.
Don't be a puss.
Come here.
No, sorry. Anyways, okay, alright, well.
Dude, my body temperature went up like 2 degrees. Oh my god.
Why you freaking... What was that?
Come here, let me touch your
I was
toes.
playing footsies with
Let me touch
I
your
don't
toes.
like being over here.
Come
I don't
over
know
here,
why.
let me touch
You wanna
your
switch
toes.
me?
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
you.
I kind of like being in the middle because I feel like I can interact with both of you.
I don't like being in the middle.
I'll take it.
That's not mine. I don't want to drink that. That is mine. That is exactly. Everyone, if you have multiple people, if you're with 3 people, if you're with
Fuck
3
you, give me
different people, always turn your cap.
Wrong camera,
And
bro.
make
See, but if
sure-
everyone...
Wrong camera. Wrong camera.
No, he's looking at
No,
the
I'm
Oh,
looking at
wait.
the
Why did I
camera.
think it was that one still?
This one's always on.
I'm dumb as
It's
hell.
always on that one. Always make sure you make it clear that you turn your tap so you don't accidentally carry someone's.
It is a
away.
beautiful story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am very
If it
beautiful.
wasn't for me.
God, you look fucking hideous in that.
I thought you were going to say sexy.
With the helmet, you look gorgeous.
There's a lot of people who've been...
Wait, when you can't see my face? Okay.
Dang.
Alright.
That's my.
I
Are
have.
you gonna take it off the close-up? You should take it off the close-up.
Can you zoom it out?
Yeah, I will.
I have a couple.
Yeah, can you zoom it out?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm going over there.
Can you hurry
Stop.
up, please?
I have a couple really good scary stories. I'm just really uncomfortable sharing.
If you don't want to, no one's gonna make
the
it.
one that you don't like to share very often. That is a truly terrifying story.
Yeah.
That would probably be a highlight. But I completely understand that if you don't want to share it, that's totally. But no, with the person
Everyone
coming
here
over,
supports.
I'm speaking.
Sorry.
With the person that's coming over later, would very much relate to what your story is because she has a very similar experience too.
Okay.
So you're not alone, literally. Do you want me to have it like this?
Yeah, and then tilt it down a little bit,
My hair's getting poofier as this night goes on.
and then go that way a little bit.
If someone donates 0.5 cents, I'll buzz my head on stream.
If someone donates $10, would you shave your head?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
$10.
I'll shave my head on stream for
Okay.
$10. Do we have stuff to cut hair?
Oh no, I don't think so.
I do it my place.
I got a buck knife in my backpack.
No, no.
We can do
I'll
it.
that. Scoot over
You
more.
sit, no, you sit over there.
No, you scoot the fuck over.
No,
oh
what
wait,
do you
no, I
mean?
have to sit in the middle. Never mind.
Oh, we actually.
That's mine, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
Give me that. I can sit in the middle if you don't want.
This chair, this desk is really high, and this couch is really low. It's very.
It's kind of
uncomfortable.
nice though.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, we're still in the podcast episode. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're still
in the
chilling.
podcast.
Yeah,
segment. Oh yeah.
This is gonna be such a shitty podcast
just-
episode.
Let's plug real quick. Do the Ryan, your turn. Tell everyone to share.
Everyone shares the Shloink, share the podcast on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, wherever you're at Shloink and Shloink Studios on Instagram.
I'll kiss you. He'll kiss you. He'll kiss you.
I'll kiss anyone.
Well, do tell him. That'd be great.
I'll kiss your forehead, maybe.
Why do I look like
Maybe a
really
cheek.
confused child?
Because you are.
I'm not a child. I'm the.
Who's
so
the
everyone
president
knows,
of the United States?
I'm
right
the oldest one here by
That's
like
a
4
good
years.
question.
now? It is
I
a
am
good
the
question.
oldest person out
By
of
like
all the
4 or
friend
5
groups.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the tallest.
Let's say how old we are.
No.
Okay.
I'm 17.
That makes this really awkward.
I know.
And the alcohol drinking we're going to do in a little bit would be
Especially
even
how
more
much you've
awkward.
touched my butt today.
Okay. No one is underage. Everyone is
No,
overage.
allegedly.
And stop saying allegedly when I'm trying to fucking.
He means
Everyone here is over the age of 21.
That is true.
Yes.
allegedly.
What? Oh no, he's a child. I'm not a child. I am an adult.
I am what you call adulting.
Yeah. I've been arrested before. That's how adult I am.
I have to.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm
my
a good
family's
boy.
disappointed. You will be.
Have
by
you
the
ever
end
been in
tonight.
prison?
Not prison though. I've been to jail, but that's it.
I've never been to prison either.
You've been to jail?
Anyways,
Did your
so
girlfriend ever beat you with a wet spaghetti noodle because she has a twin sister and you got confused and fucked her dad?
I saw a ghost once.
If you had one of those big, thick spaghetti noodles and it's wet and you whack someone, that probably would hurt.
You know
The-
those
I'm
like
talking about
giant
the
gummy
big
worms
ones.
that are like that big and that big
Oh,
around?
fuck that.
I want to
That
smack
would
someone
hurt
with
so
that.
much. Those things weigh like 10 pounds, 10 or 15 pounds. They're heavy.
So you guys want to hear about me seeing a ghost once?
Seeing a goat?
Does
Wait,
Kyle need
what?
to get ice?
Does he need ice?
I'm just gonna say yes.
Sure.
You saw a ghost.
I did. I saw a ghost.
Look at me. Have you ever shared me this story? I don't think you have.
Yeah,
No, you haven't.
yeah.
I'll probably recognize it.
Yeah. Anyways, so I was at my grandparents' house, and at my grandparents' house.
shit! Yeah.
I think I know this story.
Yeah, I've told you.
Oh
guys
yeah,
the
this
story
fucked them up for like 2 months.
before. It didn't fuck me up, but it definitely was an
You
experience.
were pretty rocked.
I was-
You wouldn't leave your room for like a week and a half.
I was
It freaked
ruffled.
you out pretty bad.
It was
Understandably.
before I known you. I was younger.
Was
I
it
think.
after high school? No, it was right.
Actually,
it was
no,
the
I
year
don't
you
know.
were gonna graduate. I think.
Taylor, I've known you for
Because you
like,
were still at your grandparents'
what
place.
year is it? It's 24?
Yeah.
20. It's
I've
20,
known you
24.
for 12 years.
I've
We met in
known.
2011.
I'm old.
I've known this dude for
So
8,
Trez says
7
drinks
years.
need
I've
ice.
known him
Drinks do
for
need ice. We've known
Yeah.
each other
About almost 10 years now. Because I met you before. I
whenever
met him.
8th grade was. For me.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, at my grandparents' house, their washer and dryer is kind of in like a little hallway, and then at the end of the hallway, you get the back door, right? And I'm telling you, the hallway is like literally this narrow. It's really Really small. And so basically, at the end of this hallway is the back door. And the back door has a window in it, but it's one of those like foggy kind of windows, so you can't see out of it, but you can see like silhouettes, right? It's like a privacy window or whatever. And I was going to go outside because our dogs were barking. And I wanted to just go play with the dogs, right? But it was like in the middle of the night. It was, well, not in the middle of the night. It was like 8:30 at night. And when I went into the hallway and I looked at the end and I looked at the door, there was a silhouette in the window and it was glowing like blue. And it looked like, the way I describe it is that, I don't know if you guys seen Ghostbusters 2016 when it was like with all the chicks
I haven't.
or whatever. Anyways, it looked a lot like those kind of ghosts where it was blue and I could see the outline of the body and it was like a flowing like dress sort of situation. And I immediately just started bawling my eyes out and crying. And I told my grandpa, I was like, there's something outside. And he didn't care too much about my freaking out.
He beat him relentlessly.
After that, he was just like, "You're no grandson of mine," and
Just beat the crap out of
just
him.
beat me up for saying I saw a ghost. Yeah, that was creepy.
That's it. No build up.
Nope.
To be fair, your grandpa was a former sheriff, and he's fucking strapped.
Yeah, he
He's
didn't
not
care.
worried.
So for you to tell him that there's someone standing outside, he's probably like, they can try to open the door.
He's like, well,
He's like, I don't care, I'll just shoot.
I guess
That's
they better
okay.
start praying they don't
I
open
got
my door.
my long distance hole puncher named Old Bessie on my hip at all times.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. So
Herpes?
it's kind of scary, but it's not like a haunting story. But it was the first time that I ever experienced, the only time I've ever experienced a gut feeling. You want me to share that?
Sure.
Okay.
It'll be the last story, and then we'll.
I can give you
So-
guys a feeling.
So, in my life, I've never been in situations where I had to really trust my gut or listen to my gut. And my ex, she moved to Nebraska, and when she first moved, I traveled with her so she wouldn't have to go by herself. And we had this little old Honda. She had this old Honda Civic or Honda Accord, right? 4-cylinder, very, very small car. But we had it packed with all of her stuff while moving. That's not good. What's that?
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to sleep mode.
So we're traveling, and she had all the stuff in her the back, and in the trunk, and she also had a topper on, a bag topper with all this extra stuff. So the car was already not that strong, but at the same time, it was carrying an extra 200 or 300 pounds. So whenever we would get on the highway after the gas station, we would actually have to drive on the side of the road until we picked up speed with our hazard lights on, because it would take us a solid 2-3 minutes to be able to get up to speed. So as we were driving on the highway, it's the middle of the night in the middle of Nebraska.
What
but up
direction are you
nowhere.
going?
Going
Like
me?
Like yeah, were you doing this?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So we were driving, and it's the part of the U.S. that it's very flat and empty, and it's the middle of the night. I think it was like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And as we were driving, it got windier and windier and windier. And it was getting difficult to actually stay on the road with all this extra weight. Well, as we were driving, we heard this, and we were like, oh, that's not good. What was that? And we heard another cook. And then we turned around and we noticed, shut the fuck up. I know what I said.
Okay.
We turned around and we noticed that one of the straps to the bag on top of the car, or two of the straps on top of the bag of the car, were unhooked. And we were like, oh, fuck, we have to pull over and fix this. So we pull over. It's gusting wind. Like, you get out of the car, and the wind was shutting the door as you were trying to get out. That's how windy it was. And on top of that, it was also raining. So it was miserable, horrible. And to top it off, we were in the middle of fucking nowhere with no lights, people going 80 down the highway, driving right next to us. At any moment, someone could just fucking veer off to the road and hit us. So we're sitting there, she's trying to fix it in the middle of this windstorm, and behind us, if the car's right here, behind us was just an open field. Well, it was thundering and lightning. So lightning struck, and the entire area and valley illuminated, and all I saw was emptiness. A few trees, but it's just an empty field. Not even farmland, just an empty field. And I turned around to look back at the car, and I had this gut feeling to keep turning around. So I kept turning around, and I'm like scanning as much as I can around the empty field. Couldn't see shit, obviously. And all of a sudden, I just had this urge of run. I need to run. And so I told her, I was like, we need to get back into the car right now. And she's like, why? And I was like, I don't know why, but we need to get back into the fucking car. You can ask Taylor. I'm not a very panicky person. I've been in some situations to where other people panic and I was pretty calm. This is the first time I've ever been like, I need to get the fuck out of whatever situation I am in right now. So she's trying to tie it down as quickly as possible. She moves on to the other strap and she's trying to tie it down as quickly as possible. And I'm telling her, I was like, I know you're worried about the car falling off, but we need to leave right now. I was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's a bear. I don't know if there's a mountain lion or something. I was like, but we need to move right now. And this is the first time she's ever seen me panicking and freaking out. So we finally got everything ready, and we get back in the car and we start taking off. Rest of the trip was fine. 2 days later, when we made it back to her mom's place, her mom's boyfriend was asking us how the trip was, and we told him about that experience and what happened. And he kind of looked at us and he goes, where was this? And then she said the highway where it was at. And he goes, yeah, there was a tornado warning in that area 2 days ago. And we were like, oh, that's fucking weird. That's creepy. Maybe that's what I was feeling. And then we looked at the tornado tracker. It was right over the stretch of highway that we were at.
Wow.
And I don't know if a tornado went over the highway. I don't know if it was anywhere near us. But that day, at that time, when that happened, there was a tornado warning. And for whatever reason, I had a gut feeling to fucking run. And it also explains why I couldn't see anything and why there was so much wind. It was like 80-mile-per-hour winds, and it was also very rainy too. So it was extra dark. So yeah.
That's freaky. I'm so glad we don't have to deal with tornadoes, because I have like a huge fear of tornadoes.
Really?
Like, obviously we don't have tornadoes here, but like, just the thought of them are really creepy. Anyways, here's the next segment of the show where we're going to have Ryan try another candy.
I think we have 4. This is the third one.
So we had a Babe Ruth, a Crunch, and now this is a Butterfinger.
A Butterfinger.
He gave a Babe Ruth a pretty good score. He gave the Crunch a 2.
Baby Ruth, not Babe Ruth. Baby Ruth.
Okay, whatever.
Babe Ruth is a baseball player.
Same thing.
Oh my god.
It's
okay.
based off of the baseball player.
So Baby Ruth is, I gave it like a 7, maybe an 8 on a good day. And then I gave, what was it, the Crunch, a 3.
You really did. What did you not like about Crunch?
I didn't like how chocolatey it was.
It's a chocolate bar.
No fucking shit. I know.
So what was the problem?
I don't like chocolate.
Oh, that's going to make all this awkward.
Yeah, that's going to make this ruin.
What have I been telling you guys for the past month?
That you don't like candy, not that you don't like chocolate.
And yet I'm sitting
a way of
here
life.
See, but you
next to
never
2
tried them.
assholes telling me that you're an idiot for not
Try the
liking
Butterfinger.
chocolate. All right.
Eat the Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. Finger.
Identify as a sphincter.
Fingler.
I don't like those
I
either.
don't like them either. Butterfingers are not great.
It's like mushy on top and really crunchy in the middle. It's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
opposite.
But it's
of
like an
what you want.
unpleasant crunch.
It's a texture-sensitive autistic's worst nightmare. It really is.
Okay.
Kind of like Gushers. You like Gushers.
You guys are
don't
gonna
you?
fucking hate. Gushers are really good. I just don't like how much
I
they
gush
stick
all the
back in your
time, so.
Movies make me gush.
teeth. Okay. You ready for my review?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna fucking hate me.
Do you like it?
This is a 6.
Really?
This is better than
And
the
he
Crunch.
didn't like the crunch.
I did not like the Crunch. This is better than the Crunch.
I love Crunch, so you can have all the Butterfingers. I'll eat all the Crunch.
Okay. Here it is. The Baby Ruth, if I found that in my candy bag, I would eat it. Wouldn't be the first one that I'd eat, because that would be a Reese's and a Snickers.
That's fair.
But it would be like the second order of things that I would eat.
Baby Ruth
This-
actually goes hard.
If someone gave me this and I was really hungry, if I was low on sugar, I would not mind eating this just to get sugar in my system. A Crunch, I would have to be super desperate and absolutely need something in my system to eat it. But a Baby Ruth and a Butterfinger, that's okay.
What's it like having such a wrong opinion?
I don't know.
About
How does
Crunch?
it feel like to raw dog your fucking girlfriend?
It's better than a Crunch bar.
Okay, anyways, this is going to be the end of the podcast segment of the stream. We are going to take a 10 to 15 minute break.
Good, I need to pee.
So
What?
don't go anywhere.
Oh.
And when we get back, we're going to play Buckshot Roulette.